So it finishes Brighton 0, Forest 0. But that's not the whole story because it finishes on pens. Brighton 3, Forest 3. 4. 4, not 3. 4. Okay, Sarah. Whatever will be, will be. We're going to Wembley. Okay, Sarah. Good morning, good evening, or good night. Hope you guys are doing well, and welcome to the player ratings and match reaction as it finishes on pens with yet another Matt Sells masterclass. If you are happy and clappy, then you gotta let me know by hitting that like button. Hit it right now, guys. Get those likes up. Get your player ratings in as well. The link's pinned in the chat. And if you're watching this now or later in the live chat, let me know who your man of the match is. Did it change after the penalty shootout? If you're watching later, get it down in the comments and let me know how you're feeling. All right, I said eagle-eyed cherry. I'm sorry, okay? I apologize to Rich, JC, and the rest of the boys. Rich knows I have nothing but love for him, for Palace, for all them man. It's like, forget that. Guys, we're in the semi-finals. We did it the Forest way. I was going to say we did it the hard way, yeah, but we did it the Forest way. There is no other way you can do that as Forest other than to get it down to penalties. Oh, it's just, you know what? The little evil troll in me is now thinking about my mate Adam, my mate Maz, the two Brighton fans that I know, and just how they're feeling right now. Holding 7 to Forest, scoring an offside goal, getting away with murder when Forest should have had a penalty, by the way, in normal time. And then we go to their backyard in the American Express Credit Card Stadium, and we just rob them of a Wembley appearance. And Brighton will continue to go another season without any trophies in their cabinet. I don't even think they've bothered with a cabinet yet. Let's be real. But forget Brighton, man, because Forest are marching on to that trophy that eluded the great man Cluffy. And we are now 2 Wembley wins away from it. And let's be real. If you look at the rest of the competition in there, it's not your traditional Cartel 6 in there. There's only one Cartel 6 team in there, and that is, of course, Man City. And big up Man City, man. I'm backing our Cartel brothers tomorrow. I'll tell you that much. Knock Bournemouth out. I say Bournemouth go out. Forest are favourites for this. I've said it. There you go. Rob saying pens again, never in doubt. You did not say pens yesterday. I said pens. I said this is going to pens. And I was right. Oh, God. How are you guys feeling? I don't even really want to do a traditional kind of, player ratings. No, I'm just happy, man. Tom, is this Tom? Is this Tommy boy? LA Tom, my man Tom. It's got to be, surely. Is that you, Tom? Shout out to Tom. If it is, I've never seen your handler. I've seen Tom Brooks message loads of times, and I'm just literally putting 2 and 2 together. My man Tom, how you feeling, bro? How you feeling? This is because Tom came onto the forum, sent his good vibes, saying Forest are going to win every game until the end of the season. You got to love it. You got to love that happy clappiness in him. And Jet Setter, I have receipts. I said it in my match preview. I'm just starting to feel like we are Brighton's bogey team right now. I said it. I got receipts on it. And Sai's definitely going to be happy. Sai wants Wembley. Ellie saying, inshallah, we're going to win. Inshallah, man. I'm like, it's now, look, I'll be real with you guys, yeah? I've said it all season. Top 4. That's my baby this season, yeah. But now we're in the semi-finals. Now we're gonna walk down Wembley way. in that sardine. For those of you who haven't been, man, Wembley's a pain in the ass to get in and out of. I'll tell you that, right? But now we're at Wembley. Does your priorities change? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments. Is the FA Cup more important, as important, less important than getting a top 5 finish? Because at the moment, it kind of feels like we're going to do both. We're going to do both. Yes, Jolly Ollie in the chat. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Serbinator's penalty, man. Like, that pose he did, he just looked like The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He's just like... You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Crazy. FA Cup and top 5 finish, guys and girls. Who would have written that at the start of the season? Even me, the biggest Forest happy clapper there is. I said 8th. I said 8th. Pat, you didn't always say both, Pat. Don't make me dig up receipts. Don't make me dig up receipts. But yeah, I just kind of, we're going to need to do a fan phone in this weekend. Get your thoughts in. By the way, 66 of you have voted on your player ratings. Yeah, I need more than that because this player ratings is special. This player ratings is going to be more on what you think than what I think. So if you haven't voted, it's completely free to do. Members, non-members, what have you. Hit that link that's pinned in the chat. Get your player ratings in. Rate them from 0 to 10. 10 being perfect, 6 being average, 0 being completely crap. And yeah, we'll do man of the match and everything. But yeah, Wembley, guys, like I didn't get to go to the playoff final, right? I've only been to Wembley once. The new Wembley, that is. And it's a hell of a stadium. Hell of a stadium. Apart from, as I said, getting in and out, which is an absolute pain in the ass. But yeah, we'll go. When is the semi-finals? Does anyone know? I haven't looked that far ahead. When is the semi-finals? Like, we could have a fixtureless congestion here. You know what I'm saying? We've got the best keeper in the world, bar none, says Red. Another clean sheet for Selzy. You know what I'm saying? 26th of April. Wow. Yo, that's the day after my brother's birthday, man. Are both the semi-finals on the same weekend then? I didn't waste the morning and afternoon. Come on, you Reds. Love from Canada. Big up, Og. Big up. Big up, Foxy, as well. I hope you enjoyed your procession today. Yeah. Wow. All right, should we get into this, guys? Should we get into this? Get those likes up. If you haven't hit that like button, make sure you do. Wembley, here we come, ladies and gents. We're on 143 likes. Let's get it well over 150. Let's push to 200. How many we got in here? Over 500 on YouTube. We got 590 across the platforms. Love you too, Chris. What you saying? What you saying? Wolfie, you got to play and promote Gary Bard's song. Yeah, I'll probably try and get him on. I'll have a chat with him. I am morally superior. I got my liking before being asked. You're a legend, Chuck. You're an absolute legend. All right, let's do these player ratings. Ladies and gents, it's time. It's time. It's time. Let's jump across to it. Just before I do, by the way, a very quick reminder, football prizes. If you want to be at that final game of the season, well, maybe not the final game of our season, if we're, you know what I'm saying, in the final. But if you want to be at the Forest-Chelsea match with 2 hospitality tickets and a chance to win one of like a cajillion prizes, right? Scan that QR code now or click on the link. It's in the description. It'll be in the chat for you now. And do you know how much this cost you? 39 pence. 39 pence. You can buy 3 tickets and just break £1. You can buy as many as you want. It's right there. Scan the QR code. Get those tickets. You can win a signed framed Murillo, Milenkovic shirt. There's a Murillo and a Milenkovic double framed. Insta prize wins a lot of these. £100 up for cash. Go show football prizes some love. If you're feeling the love from going to Wembley, this is your chance to go see Forest versus Chelsea. Hospitality settings as well. So go check that out. All right, where do we start with Sells, man? Where do we start with Sells? because let's not talk about the penalty shootout just yet, right? Let's talk about the save he made in that second half. That finger-licking KFC-style save. Finger-licking good. Flicks it onto the crossbar, keeps us in the game. And then he does what he does with the penalties. He does what he does with the penalties. Only director tickets left. 1,100 a pop, says Martin. Bro, you can get it for 39p. 39p. So let's just not beat around the bush here. He's a 10. I'm sorry, he's a 10, man. He sent us to... Is this our first semi-final since 91? It would be, wouldn't it? Someone confirmed to me. I'm trying to do the maths here. So if this is... So I've never seen Forest then, if I'm not mistaken, in a semi-final in my lifetime of supporting football or knowing about football. My first football memory is Spurs Forest in the 91 final. Wow. That's crazy, man. And I'm only 23. That's crazy, man. Yeah, we got the League Cup under Coops, didn't we? No, that was the League Cup. So, no, I'm talking FA Cup. I'm talking FA Cup here. And that wasn't even Wembley, was it? That wasn't Wembley. That was home and away. This is Wembley, man. This is Wembley. Crazy times. Yeah, 91 still hurts. I mean, I was a little bubba. The math ain't mathing, Wolfie. Yeah, Anthony, man, you gotta know the counting mythology. You know what I'm saying? The count is different. Yes, it was 91. That was the last one. I was at the final two. Painful day. How Gaza stayed on, I'll never know. Even as a little kid, you could tell. Anyway, Sells is a 10. Let's move on. Shout out to Sells. He's just ridiculously good. Go on the Preston lads tomorrow. Preston and Man City, man. Preston and Man City. That's what we want to see tomorrow. Preston and Man City. All right. Oh, I didn't show you lot what you lot said. Whoa. 9.62. 9 points. Are you lot for real? 9.62. Nah. Whoever didn't give Sells a 10 and is a Forest fan, questions need to be asked. I can't look at that. That's disgusting. He's put us into the semis, man. He's put us into the semis, and you lot are doing that on him. I don't know. A Brighton fan voted. I would, under normal circumstances, I would believe you, but there's not many of them. Anyway, let's talk about Ola Aina. I thought he started a little slow for me, a little sloppy, and then, boy, did he kick into the game. Man, some of the stuff he did was extremely risky. I can't lie to you, man. There was a stage where he was the last man near our halfway line. He had two Brighton players on him, and he did some kind of messy level stuff. Got through them, got to the byline. In fact, he created a chance from there. He ended up at the byline. He kicked it nearly out, crosses it in. Overall, I thought Einar was good with some sloppy moments, more so in the early part of the match. And then he was kind of knackered at the end, wasn't he? But I'm going to give him an absolute rock solid 8 out of 10. I thought he was really good today as an overall picture. Doesn't matter what I think today. It matters what you think today. And you guys went 8.3. Okay. I can accept an 8.3. Rob's right. He shut out Matoma. I didn't know was playing. I'll be honest with you. I didn't know Matoma was playing. Didn't know he was playing. And look at that. As you vote, he's rising. He's an 8.4 now. A couple more 9s will push him to an 8.5. So get your votes in. The votes are live count. Doesn't matter if you're starting it late. It works fine. All right. Let's move on to Milenkovic. Such a beast. Such a beast of a player. He was given man of the match off the TV. I disagree with that. But I don't disagree that he was absolute rock solid today. Well, you did know he was playing. He dragged Anderson down in the pen. Oh, yeah, you're right, Si. You're right. You're right. He hooked his leg. Oh, we should, you know what we should start doing, guys? We should start rating referees, because that referee with his freaking runway style haircut, man, questions need to be asked about him. They really do. I'm giving Milenkovic an absolute rock solid 9 out of 10. I thought he was fantastic today, calm today. He did the rock pose before he took his penalty. He even took a little half step on that penalty. Unbelievable. I love him. I love this guy. Love this guy. I feel the ref was good, says Jim. Really? The ref was shocking. Absolutely shocking. Shocking, man. You guys went 9.1 on Milenkovic. All right, fine. Rob's saying harsh, but Rob's in cloud 9 right now. 9.1 from you guys for Milenkovic. Let's talk about Murillo. Murillo, for me, was not as good today. Maybe there was a little bit of hangover from the whole Brazil thing and what have you. Couple of decent headers, but a couple of iffy moments for me with Murillo. Sorry. I don't care now, but if we want to use a bit of hindsight and what have you, probably Morato starting would have made more sense, bringing back fresh for the Man U game. If I'm being honest with you, it's about 7 for me for Murillo. Maybe I'm being harsh. I don't know. I'm going to 7. Let's see what you guys went. 7.9. 7.9. Rob saying he's played 130 minutes after getting fisted by Argentina. The lad done good. Yeah, but okay. Look, I don't know like how you can add extra circumstances into it. Like, I'm just judging him on 0 to 120. That's what I'm doing. If he traveled 1,300 miles, then why was he playing? I can't judge that. That's down to him and Nuno and the staff and everything. I'm judging what I saw 0 to 120. That's what I'm saying. So I'm giving him a 7. You guys give him 7.9, fine. You gone higher than me, your prerogative. Context is not important, Rob, because what's important was happens on the pitch between 0 and 120. Like if Wood was playing today and looked like half dead because of his injury, you wouldn't sit there saying, yeah, Wood is a 9 out of 10 because he was playing injured. No, your question would be, why was Wood playing while he's injured? Anyway, we'll debate it on Grumpy Old Reds tomorrow. Don't worry. Nico Williams on the left side. Brilliant game for me again. He did really well. I think towards the end, though, when they were getting a bit of change, it was down Nico Williams' side. I think it was just tiring. And they were doubling up down that left-hand side, but I still think he held very strong. You know, my favorite moment of the match, apart from obviously winning the penalty shootout, was that crunching, sliding tackle that Nico Williams did. Put it out, clean sliding tackle, by the way. Put it out for a corner, get straight back up and jizz everyone on. I just felt that gave everyone energy. I know a lot of you saying I'm glazing Nico Williams this season. I don't care. I think he's been brilliant all season, and I think he put another fabulous performance in today. I'm giving him a 9 out of 10. Yeah, 9 out of 10. And Phoenix, I know you're going to comment on it. I know you're going to comment on it later, and I don't care. I think he was a 9 out of 10. See what you guys did. Oh, wait, he missed the penalty, didn't he? Have you lot marked him down to an 8? I literally forgot he missed the penalty. So let me get this right with you lot. Were you lot a 9 with Nico Williams and then you marked it down to an 8 because of the penalty? Are you all going to claim that now? Oh, all the S's are coming into the chat now. I genuinely forgot he missed the penalty. You lot are harsh, man. It didn't matter in the end, did it? more or less, they're saying. Andrew, thank you for subscribing. Please do subscribe if you are new here. Get your player ratings in as well. Completely free to do. The link's pinned in the chat. And I'll tell you what else is free to do is hitting that like button, right? There's 239 likes. So I need 11 more of you who haven't yet hit that like button to hit that like button to get us over 250. We got 750 in the house. We're all 750 of us just working our way towards Wembley. And hopefully Man City can be one of the 4 that join us there as well. If you know, you know. Nico Williams was great today, except for the penalty. 9 for giving 100%, says Joachim. I agree with that. I agree with that. I think despite the penalty miss, I would still give him a 9. If we didn't go through, then okay, I get it. But we went through. You know what I'm saying? We went through. It was a bad penalty, though. It was a bad penalty. All right, let's move on into the midfield. Dominguez. I think a lot of you were very, very harsh on Dominguez in the chat. I do. Crypto with the 4.99. He says, wait till I tell Nico in the petrol station that he's shit at penalties. He's going to be one of our best players next season. Crypto living off that picture in the petrol station with Nico Williams. Appreciate the 4.99, bud. Look, there was a lot of you that were harsh on him. A lot of you saying things like, if we had a winger, we'd have had more attacking threat down the right-hand side. I thought he was a bit of a terrier today, if I'm being honest with you. Some of his passes were a little skew whiff. There was one, was it him in the second half, or was that Jota? I can't remember. Laid off too heavily to Ola Aina. We could have been in trouble. But overall, I thought he was very solid today, like an 8. Well, I'll give him an 8 performance. I think he's actually improved in the last 3 weeks to where he was for the 3 weeks before that, because he was quite poo-poo before then. So I thought he put in a good shift. Did he come off, guys? I can't even remember. Because he looked knackered. Surely he came off. Did he come off? Let me check. We are Wembley bound, Gaza. We are Wembley bound indeed. He did, didn't he? Okay. Now, I actually think he should have come off a bit earlier, if I'm being honest with you. What minute did he come off in? 96th minute. That's late, man. That's late. He had a yellow. Yeah, so did Yates, though. So, anyway, I'm giving him an 8. Let's see what you guys are saying. Whoops. You guys are saying 7.8. 7.8. Okay. Okay, 0.2 off me. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. 1898, 1959, and 2025, says Mickey. It's got a good ring to it, bro. It's got a good ring to it. Only Ant. Was anyone around to see the 59 one? Apart from Ant? Was anyone around for it? Let me know in the chat. Okay, let's move on to Yates. I mean, Yates scored the winning pen. That took some steel. You know what I'm saying? That took some steel. I thought he was all right throughout the match. He had his Yates moment, didn't he, where you were on your dad's shoulders? No way. And was that the 1898 one? I thought he was all right. The thing is, you knew he was going to get that yellow card. He didn't even think twice about it. Went straight in, took the man out, and what have you. I would say he was a 7 in terms of performance, but with the magnitude of that penalty, he's 100% an 8 for me. So I would say an 8 out of 10 for me for Ryan Yates. 7 on the pitch, 8 with the penalty. You guys are going to say I'm being a hypocrite because I didn't take one off Nico. I don't really care. I don't really care. I was on the Queen's Drive for the bus tour. Really solid game, says Ellie from Yates. Great game. Did Yatesy stuff when needed. Won the game at the end. Yeah, I think an 8 is a good solid score for him. Let's see what you guys did. 8.41. You guys are giving that winning penalty a lot, aren't you? I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Not a problem. I was 3 months old in 1959, says Mark. But I had the program. You had it. If you lost it, is that what you're saying? Should have given MGW a proper mouthful for that pass. I can't even remember what pass you're talking about, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. My nerves are shot here. All right. Anderson. Anderson was absolute quality today. Standout performance on the outfield by a country mile. I will fight anyone who disagrees with me on this one. From start to finish, he was absolutely brilliant. I don't know how he didn't get man of the match before the penalty shootout. And that's nothing, that's not disrespecting the Serbinator. He was just on levels today. His tackling, his work rate, his dribbling, he deserved a goal. And he should have won a penalty because that was corruption in its finest form. I better say alleged. But that was the penalty for me. So I'm sorry, and you guys will be like, oh, you're glazing him as well. I'm giving him a 10. I thought he was so good. There wasn't a facet of his game today that wasn't on point for me. Nothing was wrong with his game today. My only worry is that I hope he's not tired for Tuesday because we definitely need him. We have to beat Man U, man. We can't get to the semi-finals and then lose to a relegation-threatened team. We got to beat Man U. So I'm giving him a 10. Let's see what you guys did. 8.5. Oh, you lot, man. How much have you lot been drinking during that game, man? How you... No, I don't want to see any of you writing that you put a 10 in that chat and lying to me. And lying to me right now, right? Oh, bro, you saw this. Bro, that is like... That's pure love, Mark. Full respect for that. Full respect. How the hell have you lot voted him 8.5? Because I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. There would be like, that means loads of people would put him 6s and 7s. If loads of you are claiming you did a 10, then that means loads of you put 6s and 7s to get it to 8.5. So I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. In fact, I don't even want to look at it. Oh, shit. We're moving on. We're moving on. You guys let yourselves down on that one. You have. Morgan Gibbs-White. Morgan Gibbs-White. I don't know if he had an amazing game or an average game. I can't tell. He made some lovely passes. I didn't put 4, man. Don't even try and clip that up, right? That was you lot. On Gibbs-White. By the way, why did he get booked? Did he get booked while he was off the pitch? I think for me in the first 20 minutes, Gibbs-White was unplayable. You know that period of the game where like I was dribbling, not because I was hungry, I was just dribbling, right? Where we just controlled from I'd say about the 15th minute to like the 35th minute. He was at the heart of everything then. We just weren't really creating enough clear-cut chances. And then I think he faded a little bit in the second half. He ain't suspended for the semi. Oh, he's done a Roy Keane, has he? So I have no idea what to give him. Probably an 8 for not allowing Morata on. What, was he refusing to come off? He was booked for leaving the field without the refused permission. What? Gave the ball away and then he has had to take the yellow. Sunday American, Morata had to remove his necklace. He tried to go back on when the fourth. Oh, I hear you. So Morata had a necklace on and Gibbs-White had already come off. So he was trying to come back on. I mean, that just sums up the ref for me. That really does. Okay, I'm going to give him an 8. I'm going to give him an 8 because of the way he controlled that game in that kind of middle to late third of the first half. I'll be honest with you, I'd have felt more comfortable if he was still on to take a penalty, but it is what it is. I'll give him an 8. because I'm not sure if it was sensational from him or kind of patchy from him. We'll break it down on Grumpy Old Reds tomorrow for sure. Let's see what you guys did. 7.5. 7.5. Okay. Danilo. Danilo was all right, you know. I thought Danilo did a lot of off-the-ball work in that first half. I don't think it was sensational, if I'm being real with you. And I still don't think he's up to full match sharpness. Now, it is coming into... Now, this game was probably one day too early for him because British summertime kicks in this evening. So, like, we know he works better under BST time. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give him a 7. I'll give him a 7. Thought he was all right. I thought off the ball he was very good. Off the ball. Let's see what you guys said. 7 from you as well. Okay. All right. You're back on point. Now, I do want to discuss this one. Taiwo. Because I don't know how I feel about him. I'm trying not to glaze him up. You know what I'm saying? Taiwo, in some parts of that first half, was holding the ball up really well, very strong, bullying some of their defenders. He had one decent shot that came off his boot. I think that was our first shot on target. And then he had a couple of balls that he helped around the corner that created some build-up play for us. I'll be honest with you, at no point today did I ever feel like he was going to pick the ball up, turn, and just bang one in the top corner. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he was bad. I thought he looked very powerful out there. Now, it's a case of, am I judging Taiwo based on Taiwo, or am I judging him based on what a number 9 should be doing? I'm going to NA. I'm not going to. I'll just go with wherever you lot went. 7.05. You guys have gone fine. I love T, but I think he's poor for what we need. Holds up the ball well, said Sai. Beasted Van Heck. Van Heck bounced off him. Yeah, he did bounce him off. He knocked him over once as well, didn't he? I don't know. I'm bowing to your lot's rating. You guys said 7.05. Fine, I'll agree with it for the sake of it. Okay, let's talk about the subs then. Elanga came on. I thought Elanga was very lively when he first came on. I thought he looked pacey. He looked sharp. He looked up for the game. He had that little chance, didn't he, where I think maybe he could have dinked it. I think a dink still would have been hard to do. But in general, I thought we livened up a bit when he came on. I'm surprised he didn't step up for a penalty, if I'm being honest with you. But I thought he brought that injection of, not pace, what's the word I'm looking for? Energy on there. It did fade off into extra time. I'll agree with you on that. He kind of then switched out to the right-hand side when Jota came on, and Jota went central as well. But I actually thought as a false 9, when he was playing down the middle, I thought he actually played it quite well. And because of his pace, it caused them problems, and it kept them having to keep their defense deeper than they normally would have liked. I'll give him an 8 out of 10. I think I'll be about right, I think, with an 8 out of 10. Just before we bring your scores up, don't forget to hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed as well if you are new here. And let's see what you guys went with for Elanga. 7.5. All right, not bad, not bad. There's 132 votes from you guys live now. You can still vote. I think the link's still pinned in the chat. Get those votes up. Get those likes up. Forest, remember, I can't believe I'm saying it. We're going to Wembley. We're going to Wembley. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. I'm just, I'm smiling because I'm just remembering back last time we went to Wembley and what happened. Good times. Good times. 100% win record at Wembley, by the way. 100% win record at the new Wembley. Okay. So then after him, Callum Hudson-Odoi came on. I thought he was the opposite. I thought he started slow when he came on. and then worked himself into the game. Say it again, Wolfie, please. We're going to Wembley. Thing is, you can't say that without then smiling because you kind of realize what you're saying. You get me? So yeah, with Callum Hudson-Odoi, I'd say started off slow, got into the game, was definitely pushing the fullback back a bit. I just feel like it wasn't a complete Callum Hudson-Odoi performance. I think he wasn't fully Callum Hudson-Odoi effective, if that makes it again. Say it again. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, children of all ages. Forest on the 26th or the 27th of April will be making their way down Wembley Way to play at Wembley in the semi-finals of the oldest domestic club cup competition in the universe against an opposition soon to be named. Love it. Love it. Anyway, what were we saying here? Hudson-Odoi, I'll give him a 7. 7 out of 10. Let's see what you guys gave him. And if you're not down with that, Ellie knows what I was skanking that off. Shout out to Ellie. 7.1. All right, we're about the same. Is the cup draw tomorrow? Yeah, well, you know what? We'll do a live stream for the cup draw as well. We got to do that, haven't we? We got to do that. Okay, and then Jota Silva comes on. I thought he was erratic, guys. I thought, why hasn't he got a vote on him? I would give Jota Silva, I'd give him a 6. I'd give him a 6. I'm not sold on Jota Silva. I'm going to be honest with you. He had that chance. I think he could have done better with it. His shot went into the defender. I think he could have done better. Am I being harsh? Am I being harsh? I'm going to give him a 6. Sorry. I'm going to give him a 6. He'd have scored had the defender not rip him off. Sosa on before Jota, please. I don't know. There's some rumors going around that Sosa's going to leave. It is what it is. I don't know. Okay, Jota, I'm not yet fully convinced on him. And then Marato came on. Marato, he was only on for a couple of minutes, wasn't he? I don't understand the substitution. We'll talk about that when we do Nuno in just a second. I'll give him a 6, 7. I mean, he didn't have much time to do much of anything. You guys went 6.4. Okay, let's talk about Nuno now. I think there's a bit of a conversation that needs to be had about what Nuno did. If a lot of you gave him a 10, then you're acting out of your passion, which is fine. I get that. But there's a couple of things that need to be broken down. That's another 120 minutes in this competition. I know now we don't care with through and what have you, but we do have Man United on Tuesday. And the players he rested, he ended up using anyway. I personally would have just started. If the narrative was that we were going to use these players anyway, you may as well have just started with them. You know what I'm saying? The one that baffled me was, well, there's two things that baffled me with this. Now, by the way, I wasn't against the starting 11. What I was against was how long it took him to make his substitutions. He made one set of substitutions during the second half at 61 minutes. And then we didn't see another substitution until the 96th minute in extra time, basically. And for me at that stage, it felt like we were getting a little leggy. Now, in hindsight, Nuno's a genius. He got it right and what have you. I'm just giving a slightly objective view onto a few little things that did just make me think, oh, what's going on? Yeah, I know Everton is United. I can't lose to United, bro. I cannot lose to United. I can't. That's not acceptable. So I'm not moaning. I'm just being objective about a few things that like kind of just, you know what I'm saying? And the Morgan Gibbs White thing has to be addressed. Now, unless he was injured, we don't know that. But to remove someone who's been in every penalty shootout, well, in every penalty shootout he's scored and has been taking penalties. Okay, not so much regularly now because Wood is ahead of him. But is someone who is used to that scenario. I found that surprising that he took him off. Okay. Now, obviously, it doesn't really matter when you got Sells in goal. You could have put Simon in that lineup. You could have put Crypto in that lineup. You could have put Ez in that lineup. You could have put, well, maybe not Rob, but you get me. Like, if Sells is on the other end, it's fine. Or he might not have fancied the pen. I don't believe that, Si. I don't believe that for a minute. Yeah, but to take a penalty, even if he's got a leg injury, to take a penalty ain't that crazy, right? I mean, it's 4 steps, and with him, it's okay. With him, it's about 67 pigeon steps. And I know I'm being hypocritical because I don't like his penalty style. But look, I don't like his style, but I always feel like he's going to score it. That's what I'm saying. He hit the post. He did, but he still stayed on a long time after that, didn't he? My point is, if you were going to bring... Look, the point I'm making here is that if you're going to bring Morato on for Morgan Gibbs-White, why do it in the 119th minute? Do it at halftime of extra time. If the plan isn't, because the penalty takers should be known before the match anyway, unless there's injuries, but then you have your backup penalty takers. My point is, if at that stage, unless like his leg has fallen off or whatever, surely it would have made more sense to put Morato on at halftime than in the last minute. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I just think that just tarnishes a little bit of what Nuno did, which otherwise is perfection. Okay? Nuno, for me, gets a 9. He loses 1 mark for the substitutions and that whole Morgan Gibbs-White thing. But this man, you just got the Murillo signed frame shirt. No way, man. Insta prize win. You just won that with 39 English pence, Stephen. I hate you. I don't believe you. Send me a WhatsApp screenshot. Guys, I am telling you now, there are so many prizes here, right? If you don't hit one with your 39 pence, wow, is all I'm saying. Oh, you bought 40 quid's worth. 40 quid's worth. You know what? That shirt, I think, is worth about 250. Is it framed? Is it framed? If it's framed, it's worth at least 250. He said Wood is not good. Oh, crap. All right. We're not going to worry about Wood now. Anyway, let's see what you guys did on this. You went 8.5 on Nuno. Wow, you guys took it more to heart than I did. No, you're wrong. Saving MGW for United as he did with Taiwo. Freddie, he took him off with 1 minute to go. Are you telling me he saved him that 1 minute? That means he will be fine for United. So he played 119 minutes, but had he played 120 minutes, that was the threshold level, man. The sports bar alarms were all going off. You got to get him off right now. Come on, man. Come on. It was a psychological play from Nuno, says Anan. I don't see it that way. I don't see it that way. Anyway, 8.5. I think you guys are a little harsh. I think it's a 9. I think it's a 9. Okay. Let's do man of the match. Let's do man of the match. If you want me to say it again one more time about where Forest are going, we've got, how many we got in here? We got nearly 700 across the board. We're on 326 likes. If you guys get 24 more likes, I'll remind you again where Forest are going on the 26th/27th of April. Let's do man of the matches. I think Anderson has to be there. I think Milenkovic has to be there. Who else? Oh, Sells, obviously. I actually nearly forgot. Sells is there. I don't put Nico Williams in. Actually, maybe I know it's decent. But I know. All right. Get your votes in. I want as many of you to vote as possible on this. I want a full spectrum of the chat on this. If you've never voted, just look in the live chat now. There's a poll there. You select from Anderson, Sells, Milenkovic, or Ola Einar. And right now, Sells is winning with 44% of the vote. Anderson and Milenkovic are both tied with 27, and poor Einar's on 1%. I feel like I should vote for him to give him a chance. Ellie's saying Serbinator. Sells 100%, says Ali. I think any of them could get it, says Bro, I'm so tired. I can't even read your name, bro. No Gibbs right now. No Gibbs. I've only got space for 4. All right, I'm going to give you 10 more seconds. Right, already 130 of you have voted. All right, let's get it to 150. So if you've never done it before, this is your chance to get your say in. I could not have got through this match without FFTV. Thanks. Thank you, all greatest supporters in the world, in my opinion. Thanks all. Shout out to Graham. You know what? Shout out to you guys in the chat today, man. Shout out to you guys in the chat today. I wouldn't have got through that. I wouldn't have got through that on my own. I wouldn't have. So shout out having all of you. What a community we've got here. It's crazy. And we get to live this together, man. These great times. All right. You got 10 more seconds. Let's get it to 150 votes. On 144 votes. If you've never voted before, it's easy. Just click on the live chat. Just click on the poll at the top. And then just select which one you want. Do you want Anderson, Milenkovic, Sells, or Ola Einar? It's right there. All right, going once, going twice. Your man of the match today with 44% of the vote will go to the Serbinator, Milenkovic. Oh, crap, sorry, Sells. I am tired. Sorry. I was like reading it, I was like, wait, Milenkovic says 30%. We are the modern day teletext viewers. Facts. Yeah, the happy clapper juice has got to me, guys. It's got to me. I said eagle-eyed cherries to Rich. I've mixed up Sells and Milenkovic. And Forest are going to Wembley. And you know what, guys? Like, I'm on fumes right now, bro. I'm on fumes. Shout out to everyone who's celebrating Eid tonight and tomorrow. Shout out to all of those who have broken their fast. I still haven't really, man. I've just had 2 slices of pizza and this. It is what it is. But I am telling you now, right? The content between now and the Man U game and post Man U to the end of the season, we got so much lined up for you guys. There's just, I don't know if we can fit it all in. So we will be back tomorrow with Grumpy Old Reds. We will have my further thoughts on this match. That'll be out for you guys in the morning. For the members, it'll be out about midnight tonight. So watch out for that. We'll have Grumpy Old Reds tomorrow, which we'll have to preview the Man U game with as well. It might have to be a long one tomorrow night. Monday, I'm trying to get Flying Pig on. It might be Flex, it might be Cass, it might be Saeed. I don't know. I'll see what I can do. We'll get some kind of opposition preview for you guys. Maybe a combination of them all. There'll be some more videos out, exclusives on the Patreon channel. So make sure if you want to support us and really push us forward, sign up to Patreon. Shout out to all the Patreonees that are already signed up, getting their exclusive content as well. And yeah, guys, Forest are going to Wembley. We can sit back, relax. Oh, should we do a hate along for Bournemouth Man City? Thoughts? What do you guys think? Because would we jinx it if we did it though? That's my. Yeah, the beard's getting sorted out tonight. Don't worry, the hair and everything. I'm going back to my natural colors and what have you. All right, I'll see what time it is. I've got like some stuff to do for Eid, but I will we'll definitely do the cup draw as well. I think the cup draw will be after one of those games. So whatever the second one is, we'll have that covered for you guys here as well, of course. All right, I'm going to go get some food. It finished. Brighton 0, Forest 0, but on penalties, Matt Sells, or should we just start calling him Matt Saves, does it again. It finished Brighton 3, Forest 4. Shout out to you guys in the chat. Please make sure you've hit the like button. I'll see you tonight / tomorrow. Come on, you Reds.